bring it around again. Ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta-ta. I'm getting out of the way. Hey everyone, welcome to the CaptainDrone YouTube channel. My name is Steve, and in my hands I have the FMS F4U Corsair. This is the 301 you see right here on the landing wheels. And of course you can't miss the 301 on the side. Now what's great about this Corsair is it's made for pros and beginners, and if you're a beginner you can buy the ready to fly kit, RTF. I'll put that up there. RTF means ready to fly. That's what I have, and that's what I'm reviewing in this video. So a ready to fly kit means you get the plane ready to fly, and you get the transmitter, so you don't have to buy yourself a transmitter. You get the required battery as well. You get the battery charger and the appropriate cable for your country to plug it into the wall. And of course you get the instruction manuals for everything. Now what I want to show you that's really cool about this plane, at least which I thought was pretty cool, is check out the bottom. You got the fuel pods on the bottom, you know, which is pretty cool, hanging off the bottom. You don't have to put them on, you can just pull them off if you want. And you get, which looks like the little rockets. Are those rockets? I have no idea because I am not an aviation expert, so somebody will tell me what they are. They look like rockets. So I'm really curious to see how this baby flies, because this is version 2. So there used to be a version 1 of this model. It's 800 millimeters, and the version 1 did not fly very well. It had the CG all messed up. That's what I remember seeing in all the YouTube videos. So if you go watch YouTube videos on the FMS Corsair, the 800 millimeter one, you might see some people disappointed. This is version 2. So version 2, they fixed everything. It's supposed to be more powerful, flies faster, has the CG correct, so it should fly nicely in the air. So we'll see. Let's go take it for a spin right now. So let's get this going really quick. I'm going to power on the remote. There we go. Make sure the left joystick's all the way down. This canopy comes off, so I'll pull that right up. And inside is where our battery goes. As you can see, we have a receiver down here, which comes with this unit, so you don't have to buy your own receiver. This is a little 1300 milliamp hour LiPo battery, and if you stick it all the way into the nose where it goes, then you're ready to go. Plug it in, and the plane will get itself all set, ready to go. And then you can put the canopy back on. It holds everything into place, the battery up front. FMS does say with the included battery, you should get no less than 7 minutes of flight time, just taking it easy flying around. We have prop power in the front, and we should have ailerons. You can see them going up and down over here and on the other wing. And of course, back here, we have our elevator, up, down, up, down. Ooh, I got more down than up. Anyways, that's how it is out of the box. And of course, we have our rudder control. Woohoo! So this thing's ready to go. Check out the plane. I've taken off the landing gear because my parking lot back there, cars are showing up and I can't take off from that. So I have to take off from this field, but my runway is all destroyed from the winter. So I've got to hand launch it. So I've taken off the landing gear and I'm going to hand launch it and hope for the best. All right, I've got a DJI Mini 4 Pro filming me way back there. All right, let's crank on the motor. Let's hope it flies. Toss it. Get it up there, bring it around, fly up through the side. I'll keep it up in the air. Let's bring it down for a few low passes. I'm flying with gloves on, which is pretty difficult for me. There we go. Mini subplace over there, I can't see it. All right, so what I'm gonna do next is I'm gonna land this, and I'll see if I can stick a camera on it. I don't know if it'll handle the weight of the camera, but I think it will. So best way to land it, I guess, is to bring it towards me over here. I got to belly land it, so I'll just come this way. And I'll just come in slower and slower and slower and slower. I'm right here, I'm trying to do it in front of me here. Lots of up elevator, blink. It just slides along the ground, which is totally slippery because everything's frost. So I guess if you take off the landing gear, then these little fuel tanks, whatever, act as nice little things to slide on when it lands. There you are, Minnie, you're so quiet, I didn't even hear you. So whenever I put a camera on a plane, I usually find the CG, which is, I'll just put my fingers there, I'll see where it is. Okay, the camera is right down here between the two fuel pods, and that's the view you're gonna get. I'm gonna hand launch it again, and we'll see how it goes. And for the Mini, I'm gonna stick it up higher and farther away. Hand toss again. And the camera's on it this time. So now you should have footage from the camera between the fuel pods. I'm gonna go full speed now because I couldn't do it before because it was too far away. But there you go, that's a full speed flight. Bring it back towards me. There you go, I'll bring it down because I know the Mini's high. And bring it over this way. Come down at me, into the sun. I'm gonna bring it at my head because it looks really interesting when it's coming at you with the way those wings are. Corsair wings, whoa! Coming at me again. Ta 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 ta. I better get out of the way. Whoa! And bring it around again. Ta 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 ta. I'm getting out of the way. Whoa! That is so cool. I'm gonna land this and I'll give you my thoughts on what I think about this plane for a beginner. Let me just land it here. So to land this plane, all you do is bring it towards you, kill the throttle, which I've done now, and then just pull up on the elevator and it thunders in. Maybe it needs more elevator, I don't know. Look at this, my little bombs, I must have hit them. The little foamy bombs, they've come off. I gotta re-glue them on. So I'm gonna give you my final thoughts on this plane, but first, let me show you what you get in the box when you buy this, and let me show you how easy it is to assemble. Check this out. This is the box the ready-to-fly Corsair kit comes in. Inside the box, you'll find that everything is well packaged. The kit contents include the instruction manual for the plane, the instruction manual for the radio, the main wings, the horizontal stabilizer, the main fuselage with pretty much everything already installed, the bag containing the landing gear and assembly hardware, the battery and battery charger with the power supply applicable to your country, one 4-bladed prop, a set of removable fuel pods, a bag containing what appear to be rockets, and finally a radio transmitter. And now I'll show you how to quickly assemble the plane. You will need to place the included control horns in each of the wing surface areas. Each control horn is held in place with 2 screws that are included, as well as a backing plate. When you install all of this, it will look something like this. Next, you have to install the control linkage between the servo and the servo horn. You'll have to do this for every wing surface area. Now it's time to install the main wings. Find the 2 electrical cables that look like this. You have to attach those 2 cables to the 2 cables coming out of the main wing. Once completed, you can then slide the main wing into position and lock it in place with the 2 included screws. The horizontal stabilizer simply slides into position, but you will need some glue to hold it into place. Now you can attach the control rod that is sticking out of the fuselage to the rudder, as well as the 2 elevators. To make adjustments to the position of the rudder or the positions of the elevator, simply unlock the rods shown here and slide them forwards or backwards, then lock them back into position. To install the landing gear, unlock the locking device on each wing, slide the gear into position, then lock it securely in place. To install the prop assembly, first connect the back and front plate, and it should look like this. Then take the prop, slide it over the motor shaft, lock it in place with the included locking nut. I would suggest placing some double-sided tape on the bottom of the receiver and then placing the receiver in the bottom of the canopy. The fuel pods simply slide into position. However, the rockets need to be glued in place. This means if you glue them in place, they're kind of permanent. Now take your radio transmitter and add 4 AA batteries. Ensure the left joystick is all the way down, then you can power it on. Connect your battery and slide it into the nose of the plane. As you move your right joystick left and right, your aileron should move left and right. If you move your right joystick up and down, your elevator should respond up and down. If you move your left joystick left and right, well, your rudder should respond left and right. And if you should move your left joystick from the bottom to the top, your motor will respond. All right, you're back to me and you're wondering, what are my final thoughts on this plane for a total beginner? Well, my thoughts are the following. If you're a total beginner, never flown an RC plane before, then you have to get this RC plane ready to fly kit with FMS Reflex. It will say it right when you go to buy it. It will say it comes with FMS Reflex. That's a gyro, and it will keep this plane flying level in the air for a beginner. If you don't have FMS Reflex in the plane, then it might take you longer to learn how to fly it, and I would fly it over grass because you're probably going to crash it, because it does fly like a pro plane. In other words, it wants to dive at the ground just like a real Warbird. It wants to do flips and rolls. It wants to do all sorts of cool things, but in the hands of a beginner, that would be scary. So best get it with the Reflex, FMS Reflex. But if you have some flying skills, well, you can definitely fly this without Reflex. It would be no problem. So I'm going to put a link to this plane below. You can go check it out. It's probably available all over the world someplace, but I'll put the links to where I know it's available. And with all that, if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. If you have questions on this plane, just post them below and I will get back to you. But for now, I say thanks for watching this video. I'm going in to get warm. Catch you in the next one. Bye. And bring it around again. Ta 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 ta. I'm getting out of the way.